All right, this is the other answer for the magazine. And the question here is that if we do need to learn classical guitar before we learn flamenco, or if it may help to first do classical and then play flamenco. Well, the answer is no. This is a totally different discipline. Flamenco stands on its own, and although classical guitar and flamenco guitar, we could say share some techniques there, like arpeggios or tremolo, different stuff, it's a totally different approach. And it's not necessary to learn first classical. Also, and what we do here in CFG, we are based on the Paco de Lucia's technique. And therefore, this is very specific also to other flamenco styles. Right? I said always that we will be based on Paco de Lucia's because he is the most prominent author, composer, and player of all times and of modern times, of course. And therefore, if we are based on that, then we stand on some ground. That's at least my opinion and the committee's CFG opinion too. They share that with me. And therefore, we agreed that we will be based on that. Therefore, some other people may say different things to you. That's no problem with us. But as far as what is concerned to our study program, here there is no prerequisite or any requirement like to read music or so, because then we will have to exclude many people, right? And I don't want anyone to be excluded from the joy and fun of playing guitar. Everybody can join the program, the study program, and the Skype lessons, and there is no need to read music or even read tabs. If you don't know how to read tabs, I can teach you also that. Plus, the tabs are just a guideline. They are really not necessary, any of those written things, really speaking. That we'll discuss in another issue of the magazine about these tabs, reading and all that. But the thing is that in flamenco, there is many different things, and all what we will see in CFG study program is based on Paco de Lucia's technique, and therefore it's very specific. We don't need to learn first classical, because both styles are completely different, and in a way opposite too. In flamenco guitar, everything is more percussive. Like there is an approach to the percussion. Which in classical guitar, this is not there. So how by learning pieces of Fernando Sol or other stuff you will get good at this? It's just not true. And well, I do have some very highly qualified teachers that are also my students, like Maestro Greg Schreier from the family of the Romero family, great dynasty of the Romero, knowledge and lineage, and others as well, people that play great classical guitar. They are already teachers of classic, so they also learn flamenco and they are becoming good at it. That's different case because they already were before a teacher or a master degree of the classical guitar. Just as I also did studied classic guitar with Manuel Ramos. I did all the career of that. But that was different. I did it because my father forced me to do it. He said, unless you do that, I don't want you to go and try to be a flamenco teacher because you need to have a background. All those were things that if you will become a guitar teacher, or how I was, for example, working for years at the Royal Conservatory in Canada, I couldn't get that job unless I have a title and I am also a classic player. They don't want, these are scholastic people, they don't want to listen from someone who has not the credentials to be really a teacher, and they think or they consider one should be also a classic trained person, approved by a proper title of becoming a master classic player before you can talk of other subjects. But that's their concept, not ours. This is the difference between the conservatory and CFG. Here, everybody can join and can learn whatever you want and need to learn. And there is no need to first go to study theory, harmony, classical guitar, or any other piano, complementary magic. This is just not related to our study program. Here is very free, and you can practice and learn as much as you want and specific subjects. So everybody's welcome. I have even electric guitar players coming to me and asking for lessons about how to get the Spanish tinge on their solos and melodies, or learning the Spanish licks, different things, rhythm. So totally open for everyone. While in the conservatories, sometimes universities, then you have to read music, and there are many prerequisites there that are really not useful for what we are doing. Sometimes institutions, I don't know if willingly or not, but some institutions are harmful to the progress of the student, right? And that you have to evaluate that. Because I can say my lessons are great or anything, but unless you become better playing, that's not true. And it has to be subjectively experienced and also objectively proven. Therefore, here we have metronome, friendship with the metronome, control of these and assessments, different assessments on the month or every 2 months, or however we are working with you on the study program, and how you are going up through the levels, and we can test objectively if something is true or not, and also you have to feel that you play better, and it has to be true. So this is totally different world to classical guitar, and therefore I insisted that everybody is welcome. And I hope I can answer, I was successful in answering this question you played, which is an important one, because many people have this misunderstanding that let me first play some classical and then I will get the flamenco stuff. But that's not true. These are separate techniques, and Paco de Lucia's technique, even more, is very specific. We designed a study program that will make you able to play anything you want of the flamenco modern style. So thank you very much for participating in the magazine, and I'll see you next time.